Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. Today is September 10th, 2025, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Google stock pushes to new all-time record highs after that gap and go. Today, we have major economic events coming out from the United States at 2:30 South African time, Producers Price Index. That's an important inflation report on the producer side. Tomorrow we'll have it on the consumer side. Now looking at the markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, we're watching the major pairs really unchanged day to day, and looking at the indices, both the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ slightly higher. Looking at commodities, gold retracing after that push to new all-time record highs. And looking at the stocks besides Google, it's kind of a mixed atmosphere that we're in. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin trickling lower. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go with the British pound. Now it is on resistance-ish level. There's nothing much to talk about here. And if we look at the euro, it's kind of in the same environment as well. Only on the flip side, it's on supportish level, which is interesting because they're usually trading in tandem. Now, if we look at the Japanese yen, it's also on supportish level. Very choppy trading for the Forex symbols. Okay, we're not really in a crazy range. Okay, it's very hard to trade these markets, so just keep that in mind. Now jumping into commodities, looking at gold, this is where it's at. We retraced yesterday. Okay, we took a little bit of a fallback. Okay, but the question is, and this is really super important when gold does this, it pushes higher, it kind of retraces and wants to test to see if those new highs were just traders pumping it higher, or was it something that's more sustainable, okay, that's going to push higher even after that, okay, and that's exactly what we're getting here. So keep that in mind as we're pushing up here. Now looking at the U.S. market, slightly higher, and yes, it looks like a wedge formation, beautiful wedge formation, that's what I'm talking about, and then it's a move either to the upside or the downside. Most likely it's going to be to the upside, so you want to be in tune to it. And looking at the NASDAQ also on its highs, and it does look like it's going to break higher. Now looking at the stocks, they're all over the place, really all over the place, but check out Google. Whoa, like this thing is just an animal. 239 all-time record highs for Google as it did a gap and go. Where when we look at Microsoft, it was a gap higher, but then it sold off and didn't fill the gap. It continued selling even lower, and look at that. So this is what I'm talking about when it comes to Microsoft. Remember, Microsoft was a stronger stock. Okay, finally kind of solidifying here where it's starting to consolidate, okay, not going much lower than 494, but that's a $70 retracement, $60 to $70 retracement for Microsoft. Look at Facebook, just an edge higher, okay, looking for a little bit of a move higher. Alcoa also challenged with that channel there, okay, it's really trading in a very tight channel, and that's super important. Netflix also just inching a little bit higher. So you see, like, everything is kind of like trading in its own universe, okay, and we're not trading all together. But I think that if the markets do go higher, the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones hit new record highs, we'll see a nice influx of these stocks going higher. But relatively, for this time of the year, it's usually a sell-off month, so be a little bit suspicious here, okay, and a little bit cautious here. That's the right word, not suspicious, a little bit cautious. Get your confirmations and then wait for that trade. So this is Razak. We're looking at NVIDIA, one more thing, looking at NVIDIA as it popped higher a little bit after a nice retracement and a nice top up at this 181 level. Now, all this AI stuff is being absorbed into the market. The market has really absorbed it, and we've had a tremendous run. The question is, you know, now that we've had the run, let's see if the business is sustainable now. And that's what we want to see. This is Razak now. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.
My advice, this is the best time to trade.